Hello everyone and welcome to another video. This little story was sent to me by a channel viewer, and as soon as I read it I felt an illustrated video coming on, so here it is. My viewer would like to introduce you to a historically challenged scammer living in a time warp. "Hello, my beautiful queen, how are you doing today?" asked our scammer. "Hello," said my viewer, "I'm fine, and you?" "Am good. Thanks for accepting my request," he said. "I'm very honoured to have you as good friends." "How was your day and your family doing over there?" asked our scammer, with stunning scammer originality. "My day's just begun," said my viewer, "although it's noon, but I slept long today." "The world," the scammer informed my viewer, "is wonderfully made. It's nice to know about your weather condition over there. It's the first time I've heard sleeping described as a weather condition. What nice name may I call you, and where are you from?" "My name is," and my viewer gave her name, "and I'm from Germany," she said. "It's nice to meet you here. It's my pleasure likewise," said our man. "You're a doctor?" asked my viewer. "Yes," he said. Speedily followed by that old scammer standby and the absolute giveaway that you are talking to a scammer. "What are you doing for a living? To overcome economic expenses and to sustain your family?" My viewer continued where she left off. "What are you specialised in?" she asked. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're eating or drinking, I suggest that you swallow now, and if you're standing up, it might be a good idea to sit down. But first of all, I'll give you a couple of seconds to think about what he might be doing. What does he specialise in? I'll give you a clue. Anyone that's thinking he's an orthopaedic surgeon doctor could go very speedily to the bottom of the class. Now you're sitting comfortably, I'll tell you the scammer's reply. "Am here in Norway for peacekeeping mission to secure the health of the American soldiers who are in Norway for peacekeeping mission regarding to the war here." But wait, because it gets worse. "What peacekeeping mission is going on in Norway?" asked my rather surprised viewer. "And there's a war in Norway?" To which our scammer replied, "No war," spelling no, K-N-O-W, as they often do. Courtesy of his favourite search engine, our scammer felt an explanation coming on. "Compromise," he informed my viewer, "with Norway being forced into the United Kingdoms of Sweden and Norway, a union with Sweden under the Swedish king, King Charles XIII, but with Norway having its own constitution and parliament." Having given my viewer a history lesson, our man thought he'd better return to safer ground. "You look so beautiful in your profile picture," he said. "How old are you now?" "So," replied my viewer, "you're a time traveller then. What you describe took place in the 18th century. In full flow, and completely ignoring the first rule of holes. You know the one. When you're in one, stop digging." Our man got out the biggest spade he could find and continued digging. "The Ottoman Empire," he informed my viewer, "experienced an unprecedented period of peace and economic expansion, taking part in no European wars from 1740 to 1768. "And what has this today with Norway?" asked my viewer, somewhat bemused. Speedily resorting to Google, our man looked for a reply. And ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't been sitting down, I strongly suggest that you sit down right now. Google got confused. So did our scammer, and so will you, because our scammer's very enlightening reply was, "Service for soccer, Norway. Get real-time live score, stats, live live odds and scores from..." And ladies and gentlemen, you have no idea how long it took me to record that bit, and I haven't even been drinking. "Are you in a mental hospital?" asked my viewer, channeling Celia. To which our man replied, "Yes. Are you married with kids?" My viewer came over all sympathetic. "I think that's not so important for you now," she said. Let's work to make you get better." "OK," said the scammer. And then my viewer asked, "What can I do for you?" Go on, ladies and gentlemen, see if you can guess what she can do for him. Yes, you got it. "Just get me a $100 Google Play card," said the scammer, "and I'll accept iTunes card, Steam card, or any other card as an answer. So you can all go back to the top of the class." "Really?" replied my viewer. "I think first you've got to get mentally more stable for playing games." Using his best attempt at lateral thinking, our scammer replied, "My son was the one who asked me to send him a $100 Google Play. I told him that I can't buy it here. That's why I asked you to help me out." "Your son needs the play card?" asked my viewer. "But he knows where you are and that you can't get a play card in a mental hospital. He's to ask other family members. I'm sure they'll understand." "I told him not to beg from other family members," said our scammer, who apparently thinks that begging from random people on the internet is preferable. "Then he won't get his play card," replied my viewer. "It's a family matter." To which our scammer replied, "Are you married? With kids?" God would admire him for sticking to that script. "Why is this so important to you?" asked my viewer. "Do you want me to come and visit you?" Scammer replied, "Always! I think it's good to know more about each other, because that will bring more understanding." "Oh, I think she understands you very well already, pal." "That's true," replied my viewer, "but I think you've to recover fully first before we'll be able to come to understanding." "OK," replied our defeated scammer, leaving my viewer in tears of laughter. I hope you enjoyed this tale of ridiculousness. If you have any tales that you'd like to submit for inclusion in this channel, just send them to help@keepsafeonthenet.co.uk. I'll put that email address in the description box below. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you must know what to do by now. Please like it, please share it, please comment down below, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again in another video.